Alright, can y'all hear me? Say something if you can hear me, because I got a new mic. And if there's like anything wrong with it. Let's get this image out of here. We're in good. Let me get some music in the background. I'll go to here first. I'll just play this for now. Go quietly. You're good? And I'll go back to... I gotta close the window because there's birds and shit making noise. Looking for... What's this doing in here? Put that in here. We'll save this for later down in the stream, but for now we're going to be doing this. No, I gotta smooth some shit out of the way. Why is your music only on Spotify, Bandcamp, and YouTube? It's... well, I don't want to put it on more places because you don't see everyone... well, like, I go to the places that are most popular, really. Because anywhere else, there's not much people going there. And even if there is, like, you don't hear people going, do you upload your stuff to, Deezer or something? It's like... so gun. There's a gun. Does it cost more? Well, it is on more places. It's just I don't really promote those. Well, from when I post, what's it called? I do distro. It puts it on a bunch of locations. It's just I only promote the most popular and well-known locations, like you know, Spotify and shit. In Bandcamp, that one's just a more honest and easier way to post your music, I guess. Only problem is that you can't upload MP3 files, so you have to do WAV and shit. So that's how I get started. Turn this down to like 3. There we go. Let's pause this for a sec. I'm doing the album art. I'll get that open too. File open and factory reset. I'm gonna kind of redo some of these characters, especially this one, because I have a better idea for how he's gonna look. Because I have the song. Let's do a sneak peek of one of the songs. Let's do what's it called? Clanker. So this is you gotta get to have a special look. For this one, I'm thinking more, you would like to buy it on Bandcamp. Bandcamp's a weird format, but it's much more direct and easier, and I appreciate that more. Let's do. I love the idea of big hats. Just a big hat. I don't know what to do. So this character sounds like it's a very egotistical kind of character from how the song sounds. Like it prematurely celebrates everything, and that would be its downfall in the story. So this one's very fiesta. You have like a lot of feathers or something like that on his hat. I'm not going to use no reference for nothing. Make the character likable, because the design they did was shit. Maybe over a little more. So this character's theme is like, you know, like celebration, fun, ego, but also patchworky shit, messy kind of design, because this guy is made out of scraps, so he's the cheapest one. So he has an ego problem. So he'd be mariachi mix of kind of carnival type thing. I like doing this kind of thing. We had the big collar because it masks the thing. We've got to have like a big fucking smile somewhere. About here. I don't know. Let me get that, covering them up. There we go. Then we do this. Hey, Luya. Making a character based on how a song sounds. I want to play the song for you so you have some context. Let's just play the whole. Actually, let's play the whole thing. See ya. Give him like a poncho type thing. This is very cowboy scarecrow-ish. I like little like thingies here, maybe. Cowboy boots. This is like a rough sketch, so it's not going to be too amazing, but... Make him have like and that trick that you do this and it's like here and like show this here. There's like a cool method I saw where you do thing like you imagine like a guy's body is like this, and like his hand is here, and like the method was to get this, and go there, and right in the middle you go that, and you have to connect it. But the problem was that you don't know how long you're supposed to do it for, so people kept on making like memes and stuff about people deliberately doing it wrong. But if you do it well, everything's at an equal length, and it looks pretty decent. Give him like a guitar or something, maybe. A guitar gun, that'd be cool. Maybe I like the barrel on top. Be like, ooh. There we go. Engine stream. It'll be something like that. And now I got like just in time with the song. I finished it. So yeah, here he is. That's Clanker. Hara. Is a guitar also a gun? Yeah, it's a guitar gun. You just got a PS5. My brother and I got the PS5 on pre-order back when it was like still available for pre-order, and it still hasn't even. We haven't even gotten like an email on it here yet. It's ridiculous. Should I have like bandit kind of goggles? Well, it'll be pretty tricky to do with like that, so it'll have to be grey, but yeah, kind of bandit goggles. And I gotta make the stick out the top, because like this is like it's the consistency of the characters, because these are still like the Overlord's Elite 6, so I gotta make them cool. Let's have a showcase of another song in shit, it's too big. Another song. Where are we? Right here. Listen to the whole album. I'll get to Hades. This is a good one. What do we gotta do now? How much space do we have? Let's get rid of that. Let's do have a look at the song list. I'll do Slicer, actually. Let's start with a good pose. Do the feet upright like this more. And the sword here or something. Do something like stupid like that. you have any questions, feel free to ask them if anyone's still here. Oh, I see. Let's just do that. I did this like that, yeah. It's a cool design that I'm okay with. Rotate this one this way, maybe. Oh, well, looks like no one else is going to be listening to the new album shit. Because everyone has the attention span of a fucking goldfish. This is why I stopped streaming. Alright, let's do Heat. Agable Crogsing. Can't be here for long, that's okay. What do I do here? Just like that. It's better sketch on so-and-so, but you get the picture. Got motherfucking samurai. Okay, we gotta do this shit. But in the meantime, I'll be happy to show you what I like about this song. Why not become a VTuber? I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do weird rigging shit. I don't know how to do rigging and I don't want to pay nobody for it. You'd definitely get picked up by the algorithm. I'd probably do it for like I'd do it way too late and it would be already over by then. So this song from the album, yeah. The chords I did here, I did a thing where I got the bass note, because usually I do a thing where I get the bass note and make it the same as like the main note of the chord. So like if the chord is like do do do, the note like do, so my bass would be do. So what I did instead was like make it the same note. It was like do 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 do, and I'll make do do. I'll make that the note, so it would have more harmonic dynamic rather than just being octaves, which is, you know, do, 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 like that. And because if we do that, it overlaps and it kind of clips a bit, so you add more harmonic flavor and it makes it sound better, and it works here. Turn it up a bit. I'll look for the bit where it kind of, there's a cool bit that I like. Right there, da da da. That is an impossible chord progression riff thing, because da da da. It doesn't go that far down, because in between it's a microtone. So it goes da da da. Because I normally go da da, but I got that same chord, just moved it and pitched it down like 50 cents, which is like the tiny little bits where it goes da 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 instead of da da da. And it's an impossible chord progression that I had into here as just to see if I could do it. And that's the start here. I really like what I did here. The chords are inspired by what's it called? Justice Planisphere. This bit was like the sound of it was inspired by Savant's. There was like a song in Overworld that he did that I really liked. Then there's let's do Spider. I just finished this one before I started the stream, and I really like the chord progression in it. But the chord progression is juxtaposes the entire song. What's that build up? If you remember this one, it was in the trailer for Egress, I think, and I never got to. Well, I never felt like using it, so now it's kind of got new life in Factory Reset. I'm not gonna waste your time, so I'll get to the good part. Listen to that. It's more like not elevate. It's more like loading screen music, or like save file music. Like you're on a PlayStation 2 game and you're on the save file bit, and you're like saving your game or something, or you're choosing your character, and that will play. This is the chords from before, not as interesting as those. Well, for these chords I'm real fucking proud of because it uses momentum, which is a good thing to use for chord progressions because it builds up the anticipation, and once it finally gets to the and like once it lands there, like you could just go da da, and that's the whole thing. But if you da 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 da, and it lands on there, it's much more satisfying rather than just doing the dun dun. It's fun to do that, but if you really want like to punch the listener in the gut with euphoria, that's how you do it. You build up momentum, and it has a lot more dissonance and weirdo chords rather than just using like major and minor chords and triads and sevenths or whatever the hell. So I'm getting a lot more theoretical and smarter now. So I ain't just no EDM loser as I play the most dubsteppy EDM sounding thing. They added Accuser to Smash. I don't even know who the hell that is, but something that every single thing so far has been pointing to, and this is a theory that's been going around. So this isn't my thing. It's something else I saw, but it's a theory, and there's a lot of room for it to be wrong too. Toby Fox, he wouldn't go and meet and greet with fucking Sakurai, play fucking Smash with him, just to have Sans as a Mii costume. Like, if there's been a character that's been in demand, like Shantae or Dante, and shit like that, they would have their primary characters. But if there's a character that was the primary character, they would have their secondary character as the Mii fighter costume. Sans is a secondary fighter. And the final one, we've had a lot of Japanese representatives, and it would be only fair that the last one is not only a Western one, but both sides, because Undertale has been appealing to both the Western and the Japanese audiences together. So, the final one, there's a lot of people saying that it might be Frisk from Undertale. But because even like in like Undertale areas, there's a lot of like references to it, but never really directly saying to Sans being in it. But yeah, that's a theory, and I could be wrong, and it would be hilarious if I'm wrong. So let's go to the next one. If you listen to 2 years ago, I did a half an hour long mega mix thing, and one of the songs was Stomper. I did this. It's been promoted to a full song now. So yeah, you already know how it sounds. I pretty much released the whole thing already, but then there's this one, which I'm sort of proud of, but I know I could have done better on it. So I released a preview of it on Twitter, and no one gave a shit. But I really like it because it's really reminiscent of that kind of savant-y spirit that ISM or Melody Circus kind of flavor. But I didn't do it as hard as I liked, and I just added like a bunch of like basic synth noises and orchestra in the background. It does sound like a clown fight though, but it kind of, I think it's going to be the start of the album kind of track. Some of these am not on Twitter. That's okay. It's not good there anyway. I only use it as like a diary entry place, and I don't even look at what anyone else does, unless it's like a shitty ass meme or something, or a cool drawing. Now let's look at the unfinished one. Well, I'll look at some of the other ones. Like here's a remix that's going to be on there. I really like it. It's cool and simple. Let's look at the ones that are on SoundCloud right now, so you can have a listen to them. Like Diamond. I like this one. This one was a competition. Not a competition really, but it was. But there's no prize. It's just doing it for the sake of doing it. And I think I tied with someone else. What it was we all just make a sample pack. I even submitted some samples too, and I'll point out which ones are mine and which ones are what. Everyone makes a sample pack, and you have to make a song with those samples. What I did was I used almost every single sample in the pack to make a song. So let's listen. How much is it to commission a song? Normally it's about 10 or 20, but if the concept or pitch is good and lenient enough, I can do it for free. Like if there's like a shitload of creative freedom, then it's just free pretty much. But if I have to bend over backwards, then the price gets higher and higher. Most of this was like simps made from someone. His name is Critizen. He instead of making samples, he made Serum presets, and I don't really like to use Serum because of how heavy and big it is on like projects. But what I did was I just got it and cleaned it up a bit because the patches weren't very good, to be honest. But I cleaned them up and they made them sound nicer. So on the that's I think that's my bit, and then there's like a little that's someone else's bass noise. He's real cool. What you use instead? Sorry, might need elaboration. What about a bassist that you'd be free to do whatever you want with? Oh, that's free. You just say, make something like this, and there's like, you don't have to, it has to be this way, it has to be sound like this, like here's a song that has to sound exactly like that's where it gets too much. But if say, just do it like this, go crazy. That's for free. That's for free. Like at the very, very least, it'd be like $2. What do I use instead of Serum? I kind of like to use stock operator, but often I kind of dance around whatever the hell I find. Sometimes I use there's this one called June 3. It's really good. I like it. And it's not as heavy on the CPU as Serum, and it sounds just as clean and crispy. I use a lot of the Arturia emulator synths, as well as this one Sega Mega Drive chip emulator. But I use a lot of weird shit. I don't use Massive anymore because that thing's way too crunchy and gross. I want to try and use a Harmer, but I need it. It's hard to get that one to work. Serum, I do sometimes use it if I want like a certain sound, because Serum is really clean and high quality. But if you're using that, you're like sacrificing about like 30 or 40 different tracks that could be in that spot to make it more bigger. So would it be a complete song? Yeah. So let's get back to this one. It's like all these samples are like old-timey samples that were in the pack. Like old-timey samples and shit. And I just kind of chop them up like that kind of noises, and it has this kind of percussive thing, along with like other little and little claps and cowbells and shit. I really like this progression too. I think it uses that concept of momentum I talked about earlier, because like the chord, I'll go back a bit, sorry. This one, like da da da, it sounds like the next one is going to be the relief chord, but it holds it from you, but it kind of goes like oh, and it keeps going up. And then, so that's like the good thing. That's the fun things I learned about writing progression. It's like you got something like you want this, yeah. Oh, you have to go over. Oh, and then once if they've gone far enough, then you give it to them, and it's much better than having given it to them straight away. I think the saw was like all of the synthesizer noises were Serum, like the leads and chords were all the Serum patches, and I tidied up. Serum. I'll give them this. They do make a really good super saw. Like it's really clean, soft, but it takes up like fucking half the CPU just playing it. And by the sounds of that, I would have played that lead live, like I recorded it. Video game streams of the community when? Pretty soon, maybe. I'm planning on doing a Minecraft server, and I'll probably maybe stream the first moments of it with you guys, and I'll build a cool house. But yeah. This section here, little pads were made by I don't know how to pronounce the name, but I know who they are. And also that's not a patch. That's a sample that was also by the guy that did the dum dum bass. I'll look for it here. Yeah, dum dum. That guy did like the Yeah, Minecraft server. You want to join? Lawyer. It'll be in my Discord server. There's links to it in like almost every one of my videos, so you can go in there and wait for the server to come out. It'll come out really soon because I want to do some fucking Minecraft. I'm excited for this one because there's a lot of cool shit that happens in this drop. So that was like one of the samples that I sampled. The old-timey things that I used. Listening is like up there. That's critical screaming. I love this bit. This bit was heavily inspired by Savant's hostile makeover on his album Outcasts or something. I love this bit. Oh, it's so Savant-y. We're home. But yeah, that's enough of me analyzing a song. Make an entire song using Minecraft note block sounds and SFX. Next April Fools, I'm going to do an entire album out of note blocks, but not using SFX, just note blocks in the game. So that'll be funny. It's like, you know, I'll give the world download so like you can look at the EP or the album like in person. So it'll be funny. But yeah. Let's look at some other songs and not waste your time. Scorcher, this is a loud one, but it's a good one. I've kind of gotten sick of doing build-ups to songs. So I just want to get straight to it, really.
3, 2, 1.
I love this bit here. It's like, build-ups, I've kind of decided are a chore, not only to make but to listen to, because like no one sits and goes, oh yeah, I love the build-up, yeah, let's play the build-up again. So I integrate the build-up into like a part of the song that's fun to listen to, like this. So yeah, it's a build-up and a section of a song. So let's look for cool bit, cool thing. Let's look at some ones that aren't finished yet. This is a collaboration with a friend, Siverate. He's pretty cool. He's much better at the whole EDM dubstepy bit than I am. Like he does it much more cleaner and interesting. Like most of this is just him. So this is all him. And all I did was I changed it because it was like but I just went dunk 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 because like the swing would have made it more easier to work with in like a glitch hop kind of setting, which is what I'm assuming he was going for. Now this is like the bits that I've added. This is mostly me now. If I say the song doesn't have the will, I'm lying. I'll add it in somewhere. There's this one bass I used in here. That's that's a fucking VTuber. It's a VTuber making a noise. I refuse to say what it is because it's embarrassing. Using a VTuber alone. This one I made a while ago. It's a drum and I wanted to try drum and bass. You've already heard that in the trailer, so I'll get to the cool bit. Jesus Christ, you're right. The word is in there. It's a problem now. This one, I really like this one because it sounds very. It sounds like the last of the golden era of dubstep before it collapsed in on itself. So yeah, sounds like something you'd hear in like Never Say Die before all fucking dubstep turned to shitty ass rhythm. So yeah, there goes fucking drugged out fucking teenagers and 30-year-olds ruining an entire genre for everybody. People are saying fucking like discos are dead, but dubstep's even deader. This one's an old one. What I did for the kind of bassy noise was I had watched the buddy behind the scenes of like how Mick Gordon did the shit for Doom, and how he just got like a simple sine wave and like noise that was together, and he layered so much like shit on top of it, like a bunch of plugins. So what I did, I layered a bunch of shit onto it, and it made this kind of bassy I still gotta figure out how to do something with that. This one's gonna have vocals on it, and You've already heard like the rest of it in the trailer. This one. Like it better. It sounds like Sonic 3. Yeah, I think it's because of the New Jack Swing style, because that's what I kind of went for. I think I even used one of the snares that was in Sonic 3. Let me have a listen. Yeah, that's like. But because I was like, you know that the knuckles are like. I got something that sounded like it and used it. Yeah. Slicer, energy, yeah, listen to Tiger. Boing. This one's a boring one. It's not really, well, not boring, but it's a lot less active. But I like the chords in it though. It's this bit I like here, it just pauses. And just stops for a breathe. I like it. And just that continues that phrase on and on. I'm not boring you guys, am I? Let's see. Alright. I'm boring some of you. Let's look at some other stuff. Since you're here, I'll do the thank you EP. Let's look at this one. I like this one, how it turned out. Recently, I think I've just been on a good chord making frenzy. So I think this is like the new page, because last time, if you're looking, oh, let's go to complete. Let's go to like egress, and everything was more like everyone was more complex drawing, like bouncing around everywhere. And then I think now I'm into the era of more cleaner chords and cleaner chords and better sound. Like I'll go back to factory reset, and yeah, like in heat. But this one's more like transition, like a transition between the two styles now. And I think Tour of the Universe would be full of the big chords and fancy shit. But there was only one song to the album, which is this 12-minute song. See, that's gonna be like one of the last songs, because like that I said, this is a road trip album, but a road trip through outer space. This is like the one where you're going back, because you know how when you're driving somewhere, it feels like it takes forever to get there, but on the same road back, it takes like a fucking a day or an hour maybe, or like barely even that. Like you're already home. So this one, because it's long. It's long, but it's gonna be much less time had it been, or like the spaced out songs from before, to emulate that feeling of returning home after a huge road trip. Like you've seen these places before, you know how it works, and you just want to go home, go to bed. So that's what that song is, like going home. But anyway, can you hear this? You can. Have you sampled Daft Punk before? No, but I'm sampling like Daft Punk. Like I get like old disco songs I find and I use them to make some stuff. I used one in actually, hold on, let's get it. Factory reset. Lovin'. I didn't do it quite Daft Punky, but I see, I did that. It was fun, and I think I'd go to the section here. Yeah, still me. Doesn't have. It probably does have the woo, I guess. Have that one. I have one that sounds more Daft Punky. I'll look for it. Unreleased, electronic. I have all these just lying here. Look, this one here. Let's have a listen. Got like an indie rock song and turned into a Daft Punk thing. Yeah, very French sounding. And I got let's look for this thing I made that I'm real proud of. If you know what 7/4 is, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because like 4/4 is like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7/4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. So that's what 7/4 is. So if I'll do something like that. So 7/4 will be like 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. That's 7/4, and I did that in an Electro House song. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. See, it's all 7/4. It's fun to experiment in like different times. I think I did 6/4 right here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's fun to try different things. It's like math and like I don't know, base 4 or something. I don't understand math, but that's what I know a comparison of. I'm not sure if you could pick up on that. Let me actually check if it works. Yeah, it works. Yeah. What's freebie? Probably sounds like shit. Oh yeah. Again, like in my complex show era. See, let's look for something cool. Fucking VR, Virtual Riot.
Down on the ground.
It would always like sound like that. It sucks, but I kind of miss it. But yeah, I'd turn on a webcam, but I don't have one, so let's just I'll clear this. Boop. I'll just do a picture of me. Look. I got like the big eyebrows. Like that. And I got the big hair. It kind of goes down to there. And then I got. And I got my drumsticks. That's the drumsticks. Like, oh. Usually easy to production. There we go. Just put that in the corner of your screen and say it's a VTuber. Can I do that? I see people like do this shit. You know, funny. How do I do this? Do I want to go through the effort of exporting this and saying it's a VTuber? I'll just do the poor man's way and like shrink it down like right here. It's me. Me, the V. Something cool, something really cool. Let's do two things at once. I'm left-handed actually. Save it as a PNG. I don't want to save that image as a PNG. It's a waste. Even though it takes like one square of whatever, it's a waste of space to save this piece of shit drawing. I'll just leave him there idle. I'll make this bigger. I ruined it for myself. Bonk. And one. Something. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was 8, damn it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. That was unironically really good. The bloody melodica thing. It was some shitty ass 70s mic. I probably got polio from it or something. Let's plug in a different instrument to this. It's gonna make a loud noise. Lightsaber. I'll turn this off so it doesn't explode. Alrighty. Pull it down. Up. Let's go. This is a guitar amp and I plugged a bass into it. I'm not supposed to do that. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't mute very well. Different instrument. Then we just. How long have we been going for? Yeah, that's like a week stream. Alright, no more of this stupid shit. Get that out of there to break anything. How do we feel about ending the stream here? I'll go and... one last thing I should do. Go on the Discord. Alright. Put some stuff here. I think we're pretty good for a stream end. Let's look at how we've been doing. Ah yes, 4 viewers. Alright, let's call it a day. Alright? I'm gonna put this here. That's weird, I don't see that. Boop, 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 boop. That's cool. It's gonna be pretty much over. There's not much I can really think of doing. The art bit's gonna be tricky, and you're right, yeah. It's tricky to do it without like one person. It's awkward, kind of. Plus, I don't have any ideas on what to do for the rest of it. I'd make music but the drivers won't work. It has what I got an audio interface, which is why I have a new mic and shit, because it makes the sound quality better and adds more drivers to hold on, let me turn this off, to this here, my music software, so I can play it. So when I press like a piano key, it plays instantly instead of like a couple milliseconds too late, which is great for me, so I can finally play stuff live. And actually, once I finally get the driver problem working, I would probably do some live stuff and try and record. I'll try and do looper stuff to make like songs on the fly, if I can figure out how to do that, because I want to try and make a routine for myself so I can go to like bars and clubs and shit and play live shows to get more word out for me. Yeah, there's not much. There's not much else to do on the stream for now. But once I figure out the driver problem, we'll be A-okay. I did streamer noises. So yeah, I think that's probably it. I'll probably leave it as soon as it gets to 1:30. Because you can see here, we're almost at 1:30. Damn, I want to fucking play piano for you guys or something. But I can't. And I don't have no acoustic guitars and shit. All I have is like, can you out of tune like guitars? We've got to get you out of there somehow. I'm trying. It's slowly growing, but I mean, it's ironic that I'm almost at 1,000 yet. I think less people are giving a shit though, which is kind of scary. Oh damn it, we went 1 minute over. Yeah. I have plans to do shit. Like albums coming soon. A bunch of albums are coming out soon actually. So stay tuned for that. How about you do an outro for stream and stuff? It's scary to ask. I'd like to, but it's just hard to know when to without sounding like some fucking... Because those motherfuckers out there that they go, oh, fucking posting their SoundCloud and fucking mixtape and shit everywhere, kind of ruined it for other people that just want to help and don't really want to go, oh... Yeah, it's tricky to kind of do that properly. Yeah. Well, it's tricky to do it without sounding like a dickhead. And I don't want to sound like that. But I try and find people that are just on my level so I don't... Because I'm also kind of afraid of rejection and shit too. So like if I go to like a fucking big guy, it's almost inevitable to like I would say, hey, you want to do this, and I just don't even get a response, and that it's kind of not very good. It makes me feel useless. So I go to like the ones that I would at least get a response from, and that's good enough, I guess. Yeah, times are tough, especially now because no one gives a shit about the genre I'm making. Because I guess like at least 2 years ago, it was still doable. It was still alright. But now I'm finally good at it and no one cares, and that's fucking hilarious to me. But yeah. We're gonna make this stream end so depressing. Let's hold on. Let's do this. Don't get to play with this much, but I'll do this now. Because it's loud, but it's a cheap melodica I got. It's like a kiddie one. It's weird because the bottom note is usually it's like C, like it'll be like that would be the bottom note, but the bottom note is which is an F, which is kind of weird, but okay. That's all. Alright. Boop. See ya.